welcome back to my channel. My name is Hillary if you're new here. If you love all things bookish, I fear you have come to the right place. It is the first week of February and I have yet to do literally any bookish things. I have been traveling the majority of the last week of January, so I have yet to do any bookish things. I haven't been able to read, I haven't filled out my book journal, my Goodreads, my Fable. Like I'm going a little crazy here because I have yet to do anything. So in this video, I'm gonna take you along with me to do all bookish things, but we're gonna be reading, we're gonna be filling out my book journal, we're gonna be book shopping maybe? No, we shouldn't buy books. We shouldn't buy books. We should not buy books. My first read of 2025, no, that's not true. That's not true. I started this book in the last week of January, but again, traveling so much that I haven't been able to pick it up at all. So I'm gonna be counting this as like a February read, even though I started it in January, but I am reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. We're gonna be reading because that's all I've been wanting to do. Explain this, but the way V.E. Schwab writes and the way that she describes fear genuinely gives me anxiety. Usually I can read a book where someone's in grave danger or they're really scared, they're running away from something, and I'll literally feel nothing, I'm just reading it, which is weird, I know. The way V.E. Schwab is writing the fear of this entity, the mysteriousness of what this entity is literally giving me anxiety right now. Like I'm like heavy breathing, kind of freaked out. I know she's young, like, okay, no, she's 23, so she's very much an adult, but like, this cannot just be the reason why she's literally making a deal with the devil. Like, I know I was really dumb when I was 23, but I would not make a deal with the devil to escape the future that she's escaping. And I understand that it's probably it is very devastating to have this certain outcome if it has to go through, but you're scared of that outcome so much that you make a deal with the devil. It's not clicking for me. Like I was stupid when I was 23, but man, not that stupid. See, because, thank you. I was about to say, you're dumb. You're dumb, Adeline. Also, you can't see the top of my head. Also, whenever anybody says her name multiple times, repeats it in one sentence, kind of like Adeline, 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 I read it the way Coraline's name is said in Coraline, like Coraline, 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 Coraline. That's how I'm reading, like Adeline, Adeline, Adeline. That's how I feel right now. Adeline, Adeline. Come on. Ooh. Adeline. Oh, Adeline. Happy Wednesday, my friends. It is Wednesday, not Tuesday. We jumped from Monday to Wednesday because I spent the entirety of yesterday literally just rotting. I barely did any book stuff. No, I didn't do any book stuff. I read a chapter or two last night, but that is about it. Don't ask me what I did yesterday because I didn't do anything. But what I did do today is buy 2 books. No, we shouldn't buy books. We shouldn't buy books. We should not buy books. I thought it was a good opportunity to show you all of the books that I've gotten in the past week and a half. But starting with the new ones that I got today, I got Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. It's February, it's the month of love, and I also really just want to dive deeper into contemporary romance since I'm such a huge fantasy girly pop, but I want to read romance, and I feel like Abby Jimenez just has to be a part of that formula. And my romance shelf is actually like filling up. This whole shelf right here is all romance. Ironic for a non-romance girly, right? But whatever. I digress. Anyways. But for the new release, I got Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. This came out yesterday. I've already heard so many good reviews from a bunch of ARC readers, and apparently this is her smuttiest book, so I'm very excited for this for many different reasons. Like, look at this cover. Like, you didn't have to tell me this was her smuttiest book. I can tell. Yeah, wait. I think we know this is her dirtiest book. I finally got Onyx Storm. I couldn't get it on release, so I ordered it on Barnes & Nobles, and it actually took a hot minute to get here. I don't know when I'm gonna read it. I'm probably gonna take my time with it. This one is super exciting. I got Red Rising, super hyped up. I really want to get into more sci-fi, high fantasy books, and Red Rising, I've seen nothing but amazing things. And also, it's a really short book. Wow, this is a short book. And there's only 3, it's a trilogy. Oh, I love that actually. And it's completed. We love that. We already know that I'm reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, but actually we're not reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue because I'm the biggest mood reader. I'm a mood reader to my core and to my heart. And right now, even though Little Miss Addie LaRue is super good, I love it, the writing is amazing, I'm not in the mood for it. But I also got An Ember in the Ashes, the start of this series, 4-book series. I almost got the box set, but I already have this one, so I didn't want to get the box set, and I also can't find the other books anywhere, so I might have to order them online. Either way, An Ember in the Ashes, super exciting. Another high fantasy that I really want to start soon. I got the special edition of The Cruel Prince that I actually just finished reading it. The reason why I got the special edition is because I needed motivation to read The Cruel Prince in general. I DNF'd it in May of last year, May 2024. I gave it another chance and I absolutely loved it. And then finally, I love Olivia Blake and I want to read the Atlas 6. It's a gigantic series. I understand that, and I understand that I'm also in the middle of a fuck ton of series, so I don't really know why I keep buying Seriously though, I'm not in the mood to read The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I really think I'm going to go into Deep End by Ali Hazelwood because I'm still waiting for my Magnolia Parks book to come into the mail and there's no estimated date of delivery anymore, so I have absolutely no fucking clue where my Magnolia Parks books is, and that's all I want to read right now, which is partially why I can't read Addie LaRue right now because that's all I'm thinking about. All I'm thinking about is Magnolia Parks, and I've never read it, and it's stuck in my head because I just need it right now. The second best thing that I can get from Magnolia Parks is Deep End. And it's gonna be my first Ali Hazelwood book too, so I'm kind of really excited for that. This is my first sports romance. I just realized. I don't know why the nuts just clicked in my head that this is Is Binding 13 technically a sports romance? Because he plays rugby, but it's like not like a part of the, like you don't, like you see, like it's not, it's, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. How about that? This is actually so insane right now. Like chapter 6, this is already getting insane. Like this is the kind of stuff that you only get from a college sports romance, because this is insane. Nah, this is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my god, this book isn't real. Yo, this is back to back to back to back. A man. I look a fucking mess. Like, this book is making me a fucking mess. Bitch. Shut up. Bitch. You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's like 2:30 in the afternoon. I woke up so late because I had to force myself to go to sleep at 2 in the morning because I could not put this book down. I am eating it up insanely. Like this, I'm having a time. I read like 26 chapters in one sitting. When's the last time I've done that? Realistically, I have no idea. I'm on chapter 33, page 208. or 206. That's where I stopped reading earlier today. I only read like maybe 2 or 3 chapters, but man, gosh, this is eating. Do you see the tabs? I'm eating this up. It's 3 in the morning. I just finished Deep End. Can we take a moment for all of the annotations? I ate this book up. This book ate me up. This was my first ever Ali Hazelwood book, and she did it for me. I think this might be 5 stars for me. I think this really might be 5 stars. I know I'm a generous rater. This might truly be 5 stars. My heart is so full. The epilogue was the sweetest thing I've ever read in my entire life. Lucas, I'm not even kidding, no exaggeration, he might be top 5 book boyfriends for me now. Like probably number 3. No, he might be top 3. Lucas, every single time Lucas popped up on the page, that Rihanna song that goes, a man, started playing in my head because Lucas, the man that you are. I don't think I have the words or the mental capacity right now to fully and properly talk about this book. So we're gonna circle back tomorrow. Happy Friday. Not only am I awake and coherent enough to actually talk about Deep End, I got book mail. Deep End by Ali Hazelwood was my first Ali Hazelwood book, and she did not disappoint at all. I very genuinely believe this is a 5-star read. It was so much fun. It was a vibe. And all I wanted to do was literally wrap Scarlett in a blanket and keep her nice and warm and protected, because that's all she deserves. She deserves the best. And I will kind of die on this hill. Penelope is a bad friend. Sorry. I did not like Penelope. I didn't like her at all. And I honestly thought she was a nuisance every single time she popped up on the page. This is a very spicy book, and a lot of their relationship started and is surrounded by their sexual relationship. So if you don't like that, I wouldn't recommend this for you. But the thing about this is that it's not just spice with no plot. There was a lot of emotional depth between Lucas and Scarlett. I loved their relationship. He was literally a man. All he wanted to do was just protect her, be there for her, stand up for her, care for her mental health, and actually make sure that she becomes the best version of herself. And that's why I loved this so much, because it wasn't just mindless spice. It had so much emotional depth. Lucas is officially by far top 5 book boyfriends for me, because he genuinely was just amazing. There was no miscommunication. If there was, it was very minimal, and it was resolved in a very mature way. Like, there was still communication when it came to the miscommunication, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't that kind of iron flame annoying miscommunication. It was just kind of like, I don't know how to deal with my feelings. That's my own fault, so let me make it better so you feel better for yourself. Does that make sense? That's why I love Lucas so much. I ate this up. I don't know if you can see the tabs. I ate this book up. I loved it so much. For it being my first Ali Hazelwood book, I'm so happy, and I'm probably gonna read her other books. This one was just amazing. I loved it so much. 5 stars. Now I have book mail. Now this is honestly like my most anticipated read. When I first picked it up, I wasn't in the mood for it, and I also had the American cover, and I'm also 900% sure that I bought a bootleg version from Amazon. I'm not gonna go into it, but I'm literally 3000% sure that I bought a bootleg from Amazon. It wasn't real. But I'm so excited to start this. Like, for some reason, even though I have never read this, I read maybe max 15 pages. I can't stop thinking about it, and all I wanna do is read it. So let's just Magnolia Parks and Daisy Hates. So, issue with this though. I bought these 2 from Pango Books from a seller. She sold them in a bundle. One problem is that, number 1, the spines are literally different. Not that big of a deal, but I was literally waiting for like 24 days and 24 nights for this package. I genuinely thought that it was never gonna come. So I ended up buying the UK covers from Jessa Hastings' store on Amazon, and then these got delivered. And the worst thing about this whole thing is that the brand new UK covers from Amazon were the same price as the 2 used ones that I bought in a bundle on Pango Books. So, yeah, and they already shipped, so I can't really cancel and refund it. But now that I have Deep End finished, and the last book I finished before Deep End was Cruel Prince, I think I'm gonna put those two books in my reading journal. And I need to update my Fable. I need to do all of that. Let's do that together, shall we? I need to reorganize my bookshelf, specifically this one, because my whole romance shelf is completely empty, and this whole bottom shelf, I don't like putting things there because I have an Australian Shepherd. He sheds a lot and I can't see my books down there. I don't want them down there. So I think I'm gonna have to figure this shelf out, figure those empty spaces out, see what I can do, because my contemporary romance collection is growing. As a girl who doesn't even read it like that, it's growing and we need to fix it. So let's do that really quick.